It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O-light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
Rolls with Bob like a loyal pup. Ride shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. Says, what's happening, brother, with the crooked thing? Like hanging out at Village Talk. 2 bars, 3 drinks for a hospitality frenzy. Plays bingo, not bingo, the joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test.
Will you stop? Jason skipped my car. Yeah, I was a little stiff. That's not nice. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what's some blood? Hey, pussy.
Well, happy Wednesday, backseaters. Welcome to the midweek edition of the Live on Patrol educational broadcast. The brainchild of the best sheriff in the country, Bob Fletcher, Sheriff of Ramsey County. I'm Deputy Pat Scott with the Sheriff's Office, and with me is...
Deputy Joe Miller, better known to you backseaters as Jelly Joe. So, greetings on this rainy Wednesday.
So we are in the northern contract cities right now. We actually just left the latest Sheriff's Office canine graduation. There were
Is it 4?
4 dogs. One with a corrections officer who it detects narcotics and firearms. One with our very own Ashley Sparks from the gun unit. That's Bebe, who detects firearms and spent shell casings and ammunition. And then there are 2 dual-purpose dogs that work patrol. One patrol and gun detection, and 1 patrol and narcotics detection. And we got to see a little demonstration by all the dogs as well.
Yeah.
It was very cool. So congratulations to all of you. Special from the heart congratulations to Ashley, because we work with you on a daily basis, but all of you did an amazing job, and congratulations to you.
Yeah, very well put, Pat. Well, it takes a special deputy officer to really do that role, because it's that dog becomes part of your family, and it's like a kid, and a lot of responsibility and extra responsibility too. It's 24/7. You got that dog with you.
And our trainer Andre does.
Yeah, he did. Andre Jerome, phenomenal job. His uncle was Bruce Jerome, and he was like a pioneer in getting the Ramsey County K9 program up and running as well. So, but yeah, he did a phenomenal job with training these K9 officers and deputies.
Yes, he did. So we are eastbound on Highway 96 at McMenemy, which continues all the way down into, there's some breaks in there, but all the way down into Maplewood, and then in St. Paul it turns into Westminster Street.
This turns into Westminster?
No, McMenemy.
I say, well, okay, because this runs north and east and west, but I'm trying to process it in my head, but it's like picking up what you're saying.
take this to Highway 35E and get ourselves a little further south. Probably a large part has to do with this weather. There's not been a whole lot going on today.
Punch Pizza. Don't they have a drive-through? Is that part of the Starbucks?
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Says indeed, like it's gospel.
His condition.
You know, they have a Facebook page for him. I have yeah, you can find his the Facebook page his mom created just for him.
Milton's gonna head over to for Sunrise Shopping Center if you can find where you want.
Turn this one.
What's happening, brother, with a crooked grin? Like hanging out at Willard's taught him how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays bingo, not bingo. The joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish loves his nightly walks.
Jason stick my cock.
Reads him deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely pat, you're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says
Sorry about that, folks. We had some confidential information being broadcast that we couldn't share. We are back.
And it's blenders as well, carrying bread as well. And last I heard it, he's doing good, or good as he can, I guess, given the circumstances. So yeah, there should be an update on the, I think the backseater page too. They usually update.
Yeah, they have a lot of links to it,
Yeah.
and Stormy has been really good about posting the updates. Thank you for that, Stormy. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
I've got a fairly new iPhone here. And yesterday, somehow or another, I had inadvertently put the Do Not Disturb on.
Yeah, you were saying that.
And so I wasn't getting alerted to messages. I think I missed some phone calls. And, you know, Google can be an amazing tool. And I was able to find out that you simply tell Siri
Yeah.
to turn it off.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Siri can do that too.
Yes.
I learned something new too. Yeah, last time I was at the T-Mobile or Sprint store, T-Mobile now, a couple of years ago, and it took forever. And but what was good about it is they said you could take a number, or they would call you when you're up. So I went home, and it was probably 20 minutes to a half hour. So then I went back to the store, so you have to wait at the store for a half hour, 40 minutes when they're ready to service you for whatever your phone or whatever you needed.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they still do that, but
I know Verizon does now that you mention it. Because I checked in there for something, and they were able to help me right away, but even after I was done, I kept getting messages to head back there. My appointment was ready.
Yeah.
So we are southbound here on White Bear. Off to our right is Maplewood Mall.
There was a shooting here last over the weekend.
Oh, Docks Landing in the parking lot between Docks and Culver's.
I think it actually started. Yeah, it started maybe at Docks, but the shooting actually happened in the Culver's or by Berkeley Road and kind of by the Culver's parking lot where the actual shooting took place.
Sounds like the shot went in his leg and out his butt.
Yeah. There was a press release about it. And
it all started over a stupid bar fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I did read that where something, female or something involved, and then somebody thought they were hitting on them, and males got involved. And
so let's shoot somebody.
Yeah.
That'll settle it. And you just get to go to prison and not be around your girlfriend at all.
Right. Senseless.
Ashley's dog is named Bebe, and she is one high energy dog.
Yeah, I got to see Baby in action a couple of weeks ago when she found a gun an address we were executing a search warrant at. Outside the property, there was a firearm laying on the ground.
Nice. Joe and I both had kind of a long week and a long day, and we are going to wrap this up at the hour. Of course, they stay out. This is to be done when we hit the 1 hour mark. But the sheriff and I will be out Friday night.
Yeah, you guys were out last Saturday night. I happened to turn it on.
Yes, we were.
Right when you guys, I said I liked your commentary. You said something to the effect of, "Well, Sheriff, we got to roll the dice. Let's just go 52. We'll head south. We got to get them." And I don't remember who I was watching it with. It was at my lake place. And I said, "I bet you they're going to find that car somewhere, either unoccupied, but they will find that within the hour." And you guys did, or State Patrol did. You guys assisted, obviously. And I think it was South St. Paul or West St. Paul.
South St. Paul. I'll tell you, we were just 2 blocks behind him when he turned on to 52. And by the time we got to 52, you could barely see his taillights.
Yeah.
A mile south.
Yeah, he was definitely flying.
Sierra Echo Papa 200.
Well, the good news is, Pat, is the weather's supposed to get nicer here towards the end of the week. I think Friday for sure, and Saturday and Sunday is looking really nice.
Yeah, I heard maybe even into the 80s. Huh?
Yeah, and I think Monday, Tuesday, high of like almost we're going to get close to 90. He's going to feel here.
What?
If you want, but
Yeah.
just catching the bus probably. But he just looked like one of our persons we've dealt with before.
Okay. Well, this rain sure has turned everything green, hasn't it?
It had, it was kind of needed because it was really getting
very
dry.
much
And then
so.
I know up north they have the wildfires, and I think they're pretty much contained now. I don't remember what the heck. Somewhere in St. Louis County, I forget the camp something it was called. But they're all contained, but it went on for a couple of weeks. Big fires, grass fires, and wildfires, and destroyed some homes.
Not fun.
No.
You know, my brother Mike was living, he and his wife were living in a town in Northern California called Middletown. It's in Lake County, California, and they got hit by wildfires. They took out just about the whole town.
Yeah, it's looking good.
That doesn't look like fun stuff on that pipe.
No, not my job.
Oh, there's a lot of Durango.
Yeah, there is. Yes, there is.
My friend Nathan says the wildfires in Manitoba are still going. Canada gets a lot of wildfires.
Yeah, they do, and it's amazing how far that the smoke plumes travel.
All the way down to here.
Yeah. I remember probably 5-6 years ago, it took a few days to get here, and it was the way that I don't know how the barometric pressure or the barometer, whatever, the way the smoke plume, it was like suspended, and you could see literally debris. I kid you not. It might have been probably 7-8 years ago now, and it came all the way down from Canada, like just the right path, and it made its way to Iowa like a day or two later. And you could smell the smoke, like you were just sitting out it was right around 2 in the morning is when it was really thick, so I used to get off at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad a few times. Kitty's Corner. The owner of that place, and I believe her name is, she actually goes by Kitty, is from a country that will remain unnamed, but where women are not allowed to own businesses. So owning a business, and especially a convenience store gas station, was always a dream of hers.
Yeah.
And she made the dream come true.
That's a pretty neat story. Somebody saw me do this.
Didn't see you.
Hey, how are you?
I
Terry.
realized it was you up at the stop sign back there.
Okay. Good to see you.
See ya.
Take care. It's our friend Terry.
dad was a St. Paul police officer for a number
Yes,
of
he
years.
was. Art
Back-
Londrash.
Yeah, back in the, probably started in the 50s or something, 60s maybe?
One or the other, because he was well into his career when I came on in '79. So I'd say there's a good chance the 50s.
Yeah, because I recovered a car outside Terry's house one day, and he come out, and I first met him, and then he's like, "Oh, you know, I'm a big fan. I watch you guys." And then my dad was a St. Paul police officer, and he brought a plaque out of his dad when his dad retired. And the picture looked, you know, from probably retired in the 80s, I think, or maybe it was the 90s. But anyway, you could tell that he had a number of years on when he first started.
Yeah, I'm going to pull over here real quick. I have to send somebody a message real quick, and I don't like doing that when I'm driving. It's not safe.
Not safe at all.
Pat said
Very
Fozy,
responsible.
dent your screeching. She said, give me a light, but he put that vice. The second wife was a third, not precise. He spoke in riddles, lost to jive. Half a step late, you're just a lie.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights flew like fists of fate. Artie screamed, cuffed, unarmed. Pat swung hard, and the system disarmed. Javelin beam in a hand once feared back then. No cams, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, or Pat forgot, or maybe just slept. Bob called them eagle-eyed, but colors blur when truth walks by. Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black.
That's not nice.
Absolutely, Pat. Your silence roars behind every indeed. An unopened door, shield for a shark.
That's one.
Sponge for
Slide you one.
still flashing that light, still playing.
Blackmail.
Jesus Christ.
Traffic violation.
We failed the test, but passed the vibe.
We are west Phelan Boulevard from Johnson Parkway now.
Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My car was a little stiff when I got out. It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an old light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop? That must be a brand new Prius. I haven't. It's a new body shape to. I haven't seen before.
Well, you're better at cars because I was going to ask you. I don't know what that is, but
Rolls with Bob, like a loyal pup. Ride shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a Harley.
We're gonna go by the yard waste site where you can drop off your leaves and tree branches.
This is an example of 75 Caesar shotgun at El Burrill for a man down. Hispanic male wearing a white hat, black shirt, blue jeans.
it should be up here on the right.
I was by here earlier in the line. It was lined up all the way back to
Oh, no kidding?
Phelan.
Wow. I suppose that time of the year where people are doing yard work.
Will you stop? He looked like one of the Ghostbusters with that leaf blower on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely, Pat. You're the
That's not nice. Jesus Christ.
523.
523.
523. It's investigate Minnesota.
DAJ 966, I think. That's through my mirror, so I might have got it wrong.
Yeah, they did have a plate in the front too. I did see as far as the front don't you? Yeah, red Dodge Charger.
Okay. Made me think of that orange one
Nope.
we were talking about
Yep.
that we chased. Or we tried to follow. We certainly never chased it.
There was a couple I get confused because there was a couple ones from I think out of Minneapolis.
24121 was stuffed on Sydney, back to
They're
Sydney.
recovered now. Or,
Looks like a drop down. 241, you can just make a penny.
you guys found that one on Saturday, right? Just not the bad guy.
Correct.
Yeah, when you're gone for a few days, you come back and you look at the thread or whatever, a lot of stuff to catch up on.
Oh, I know.
It's 805, asshole.
263 Tango, you're clear.
Jesus Christ.
660 Tango, copy, WWC.
1427.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
My cock was a little stiff when I got out. It's warm, it's fairly flat. Wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer.
That was a little stiff.
Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an
The sign should say 1060. I always like to always remember the.
Will you stop? You are
Oh, yes, I thought it was 1040.
You are right. Yeah, we were off the air. I didn't hear that get done, but it really was.
Oh, neither did I. I was looking to see if they must not put that on the board then.
365.
I did not be paying attention, I thought.
I just talked to the call about the call. They're no longer at the case address. I'll be
He drinks for hospitality friends. He plays bingo, not bingo. The joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy, ditches with some talks. Flashlight, fetish, loves, and happy.
Jesus, my mom. Kind of looked in a hurry, didn't he? Just a little bit.
616 cancel from the dealer squad.
When they stop and use a blinker, it's always a good sign.
Jesus Christ.
New message. New message.
Rango.
Not better than a 5-point turn at, where was that at? Jackson, next to the Foundry.
Oh,
Remember that? Remember there was a food truck there?
like a
I think I was
36-point turn.
I think I was in the back seat that time. Like, I don't think we're gonna make it, Bob.
He made it.
You did.
My cock is a little stiff when I got out. It's warm, it's fairly flat. Wet.
That's right by us. Well, not too far from us.
What's that? A call?
No, the something else. It's not closed, but
Gotcha.
close, but.
And I'll go 523.
533.
Can you put Bravo 350 on our call as well?
He rolls up slow in that Asian SUV, smiling at the sidewalk like it's live TV. Sees a group of girls outside the saloon. Tips his hat, is looking good this evening soon. She laughs and waves, says it's just a sweet sweet 16. He leans in close like he's part of the scene. Tells her you need help. You wouldn't distress, just call dispatch and say you want the best. Over got a cam and a mic, but no
Bravo,
real
350.
closure. Gives him a wink,
Bravo,
goes
350.
down the block. Another sketch scene
Bravo,
for his
350.
YouTube stock. Call 911, it's urgent too. You might just get bobbed in a backseat view. Justice ain't blind, just heavily filtered. And safe pulse spin keeps getting weirder. Behind. He name drops fast like he gives him a pass. Flirts with the kids, lets the moment last. Tells them to go stand center stage. Smile for God, no need to act your age. Talks about crime but avoids the call. Just another rerun with a voyeur stroll. Public trust.
A lot of these houses here are really like face failing.
Yeah, I think the grumpy old men, a lot of their stuff was filmed right here.
Yeah, over on Passage.
Flicker from the crown, big dash while the youth perform and bemoan crash. Over got a cam and a mic, but no real closure. Gives him a wink, then rolls down the block. Another sketch scene for his YouTube stock. You might just get bobbed in a backseat view. Just the same kind.
In fact, I'm going to show you my favorite house.
Keeps getting weirder.
It looks very peaceful. Let's go this way.
There's ones along that side too that are nice too there.
Oh, yeah. The Maplewood side?
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
TikTok shot, thinking small talk, call it hip patrol when it's looking more like a campaign stroll. Flirting way, roll real slow. Gotta come his roadside, over one hand on the mic, the other on his hip.
It's a really nice neighborhood of St. Paul.
To the party, so he's got it bad. It's just for show, and the young and cute, well, Bob might show. Set your watch to the bar locked and maybe dance moves too. Every time it's the same old bit. Bob pulls up, acts like he's legit. Dash cam catching every word he whine. Tells him call dispatch, ask for mine. Like 911's his taking out. Public safety's just a backdrop laugh.
Knows exactly which of these in this stretch here on the left. It's the grumpy old man house.
Bravo, 350. 23 LED.
Must be missed it. Or was it back there, you think?
No, that was the grumpy
Oh.
old man houses right there.
Yeah, I was, if you had the right, like, which one exactly.
Yeah, which one exactly, I'm not sure.
Slow, it's a FLETCHER show.
It's me, it's Salt.
Hey, Verna, with 263 Tango to back for a copy for a GSW that just walked in at 246.
So a gunshot wound victim just walked into Regions Hospital.
Information to our squad, just be advised that Central had a GSW that just walked into Regions.
Are there any shots fired? Oh, that we missed. I don't remember hearing
I don't
anything.
think so.
Stop him. Saturday night, Bob's creeping slow. Outside the saloon, that deputy show. Rolls the window down, starts playing.
We'll oftentimes have gunshots.
36. Can you put me on with the county? Maryland Waker.
Oh, it must be.
1438.
Yeah.
2756.
Be out at a warrant arrest, Maryland Waker Airport 46 Tango. Anybody in the city responding to shots fired?
Run this one.
Yep,
here.
yep, yep. Z, is it Z-E-A-L?
CELAL.
New message.
I got a feeling he's going to go all the way around them.
He lined them up for the dash cam lens.
Well, maybe not.
Said, get in front, it's your birthday friend.
256 Tango, that's to be in a good point.
Valid. Minneapolis address. WCRO is clear.
256 Tango copy. Looks like they're performing CPR now.
On the gunshot
A
victim.
couple more cars.
That's what it sounds like.
Network.
5-1 advised. Send that, please.
Yeah. Trash nurse picked him up 5 minutes ago performing CPR. Was driven in. Still on scene. Refusing to provide details.
Really? The vehicle's on scene?
Yeah.
That would be getting put on the back of a tow truck if I was there. This is not going to cooperate.
Yeah, definitely.
Shot. Wrong. Because your vehicle is evidence. So what do you think? The restaurant or the gas station? What's your
Well, it looks
guess?
like they're all on the northeast or west side of the north of this, looks to the west. Or at least like by the car next to this.
6, we've got the vehicle here in the drive up. Papa Echo Uniform 561.
Start heading down there in case it takes off, huh?
For Bob, no need to act your age. Talks about crime, but avoids the call. Just another rerun with the voyeur's drawl. Public trust, but he rewrites
I'm
the
under
script.
arrest.
The girls wave back, and his optics are flipped.
Good.
Send FLETCHER over. Got a cam and a mic, but no real closure. Gives him a wink, then rolls down the block. Another sketch scene for his YouTube stock. Say it's urgent too. You might just get Bob in a backseat view. Justice ain't blind, just heavily filtered. And safe pulse spin keeps getting weirder. Be kind, rewind, and maybe next time, don't let Bob bring the lights to the dance floor.
Dakota, they're going to advise their officers. If there's any Spanish speakers that could head into East Team to take the harassment reports, there is a Spanish speaker.
With Bob again. Say it loud now, girls. Here's his number. He rolls up slow and engaging his feet. Sees a group of girls outside the saloon. Tips his hats, he's looking good.
777 is multiple AL sergeants. Robert and Baker on the side of the road.
He name drops fast like he gives him a pass. Flirts with the kids, lets the moment last. Tells him to pose, stand center stage. Smile for Bob, no need to act your age. Talks about crime but avoids the call. Just another rerun with the voyeur's drawl. Public trust but he rewrites the script where the girls wave back and his optics are flipped. Says he's the chaser, real high speed, but never the first to step in or lead. Gaslight flicker from the Crown Vic dash while the youth perform and the moment.
337, if you could go to team and assist on the harassment, we'll just have to use interpreter.
So the gunshot wounded regions does sound like it's serious.
That's 337.
327.
Could you head to East team and assist. We'll have to just use an interpreter and try and do the best we can to assist that caller. It sounds like they're being harassed at work. They are Spanish speakers.
Copy.
Thank you. 1442.
$835.
835.
Do we need SWAT to go to the shooting scene on the west side?
Well, they have the address yet.
205, video.
That's where the yellow car hits are at, but
Quarterback, 835 to Robert and Baker.
Maybe they're thinking.
right, because it's been hurt. Yeah.
Three EOTs.
Commission 1442.
835, I'm in route to Main Street, but they said the west side of the house, correct?
Paper.
Copy.
Well, there are some things happening around where we... But if it's on, stuff would be happening over here. It always goes that way, doesn't it?
That is how it goes. Yep.
Oopsie.
Brick squad, and I couldn't figure it out. We were playing with buttons or something. Couldn't figure out how to get our damn takedowns off. So, well, I said we're just going back to HQ or the LEC. So I said we'll get back there quicker, I guess, because couldn't figure it out. These people moved out of our way.
Well, that's a good thing.
That was a good thing. But halfway through, then I figured it out. But some push button I had that was like on lock or something. Really.
835.
Okay.
It was one of those. We have the full squad where it has all those buttons, and I don't know, half of them did. Apparently pushed the wrong button where it was stuck on.
My first police car I was ever in San Antonio, to turn on the red lights, there was a switch
Yeah.
that was in the dashboard, and it had a great big white knob on it. You pulled it out to turn them on, you pushed it in to turn them off, and that was it. There were nothing fancy. Spotlight was handheld
Yep.
with a cord running into the dashboard.
Yeah, I can just picture this.
No portable radios. All we had was the radio in the squad car.
Did you have call boxes back then, or?
Nope, didn't have callback boxes.
Yeah. What was that Paul Newman movie? He was an New cop. Oh, like we're talking way back.
Ford Apache the Bronx.
That's it. I watched that, and I thought, boy, was that ever good? But it was old.
Excellent movie.
Yeah.
The thing I remember most about that was he had his dark blue uniform and white socks.
Yes. Yeah, he looked like Cliff Clavin when he's walking. Just all you can see is the white socks.
Every guy I know fell in love with his nurse girlfriend in that movie.
Well, yeah, Paul Newman was the cat's meow back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
any free cars that can run that plate? Pull up in the ALPR system for cameras to see if it's in the driveway anywhere. Okay. Yeah, I can check. Triple seven. The vehicle's parked multiple times in front of 65.
Oh. Do you have your thing up? That's a
What?
Zerker, because I know exactly where that's at.
Yeah, I think I have it. Yeah, I'm signed on, aren't I?
No, the other Zerker, the
Oh, no, I'm not. I thought I was.
you caught what they said though, right?
Oh.
The crooked grin, like hanging out at Willard's taught him how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays bingo, not bingo. The joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish loves his nightly walks.
Jason, stick my
He
cock.
reads him deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam.
Yeah, I was a little stiff.
Absolutely Pat, you're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump, you say what height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. He stammered, she laughed, said,
Yeah, I
wanna see some pussy. Black pussy, white pussy, pink pussy. Real quick, peeled out, no time to get sassy. Bob hit reverse, muttered she was reaching, but Pat sat frozen, denture screeching. She said, give me a light, but he quit that vice. Since the second wife, it was the third not precise. He spoke in riddles, bars still jive. Half a step late, but just a lie.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights flew like fists of fate. Artie Graham, cuffed, unarmed. Pat swung hard, and the system disarmed. Javelot beam in a hand once feared. Back then, no cams, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, while Pat forgot or maybe just slept. Bob called him eagle-eyed, but colors blur when truth walks by. Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black from blue.
That's not nice.
Absolutely, Pat, your silence roars. Behind every indeed, an unopened door. Shield for a sheriff, sponge for blame. Still flashing that light, still playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
He failed the test.
Hang on. Folks, I hope you can hear me now. I'm,
Flashlight still charged.
we had to go mute there. I'm sorry about that.
Reaching.
I don't think we were mute for too long,
A little stiff when I got out.
Give me a minute.
but thank you for being with us. The sheriff and I will be back live Friday night,
Absolutely,
and
like it's a prayer.
Yeah, I was a little
we'll see you then.
Thank you, backseaters. Always been a pleasure. Thank you, and like Pat says, we'll see you Saturday
With an
or
O-light
Friday.
beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer. Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O-light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
Rolls with Bob like a loyal pup. Rides shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. Says, what's happening, brother, with a crooked grin? Like hanging out at Willard's taught him how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays bingo, not bingo, the joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish, loves his nightly walks.
Jason stiff my cock.
Reads him deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam. Absolutely Pat, you're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump, you say what height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. He stammered, she laughed, said,
I wanna see some pussy.
Black pussy, white pussy, pink pussy. Real quick, peeled out, no time to get sassy. Bob hit reverse, muttered she was reaching, but Pat sat frozen, denture screeching. She said, give me a light, but he quit that vice. Since the second wife, it was the third not precise. He spoke in riddles, barstool jive, half a step late, but just alive.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights flew like fists of fate. Artie scram, cuffed unarmed. Pat swung hard, and the system disarmed. Javelin beam in a hand once feared. Back then no cams, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, while Pat forgot or maybe just slept. Bob called him eagle-eyed, but colors blur when truth walks by. Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black from blue.
That's not nice.
Absolutely Pat, your silence roars behind every indeed an unopened door. Shield for sheriff, sponge for blame, still flashing that light, still playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
He failed the test, but passed the vibe, and the flashlight still charged.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer. Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O-light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
Rolls with Bob like a loyal pup. Rides shotgun, sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. Says, what's happening, brother, with a crooked grin? Like hanging out at Willard's taught him how to blend in. 2 bars, 3 drinks, 4 hospitality friends. He plays bingo, not bingo, the joke never ends. Laugh track in uniform, boots on the floor. Can't pass the test, but Bob let him score.
Will you stop?
Stepchild, daddy dentures whistle when he talks. Flashlight fetish, loves his nightly walks.
Jason stiff my cock.
Reads him deadpan, thinks it's hockey names, doesn't know the scam. Absolutely Pat, you're the yes man king.
That's not nice.
Agree to anything, just don't say a thing. Bob says jump, you say what height.
Jesus Christ.
Even when he steers you straight into the light. The lady asked if he got it up. He stammered, she laughed, said,
I wanna see some pussy.
Black pussy, white pussy, pink pussy. Real quick, peeled out, no time to get sassy. Bob hit reverse, muttered she was reaching, but Pat sat frozen, denture screeching. She said, give me a light, but he quit that vice. Since the second wife, it was the third not precise. He spoke in riddles, barstool jive, half a step late, but just alive.
Jesus Christ.
Rewind to 98. Flashlights flew like fists of fate. Artie scram, cuffed unarmed. Pat swung hard, and the system disarmed. Javelin beam in a hand once feared. Back then no cams, no voices heard clear. Sons and daughters of St. Paul wept, while Pat forgot or maybe just slept. Bob called him eagle-eyed, but colors blur when truth walks by. Can't see the plate, can't name the hue, but somehow still tells black from blue.
That's not nice.
Absolutely Pat, your silence roars behind every indeed an unopened door. Shield for sheriff, playing the game.
Jesus Christ.
He failed the test, but passed the vibe. And the flashlight still charged.
She was grabbing for Pat's crotch.
She was reaching.
She was reaching for Pat's crotch.
It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet. It's warm, it's fairly flat, but it's wet.
He says, absolutely, like it's a prayer. Says indeed, like it's gospel. Colorblind cop with an O-light beam.
That's not nice.
Let's rewind.
Will you stop?
Rolls with Bob like a loyal pup. Rides shotgun sipping Fountain Dew from a holiday cup. Says, what's happening, brother, with the
Moments of a high-speed police chase. A white SUV running on bare rims, sparks flying. One final push, the pit maneuver. Earlier that night, Ramsey County deputies were trying to stop a suspect with an active warrant. The suspect fled, weaving through residential streets in St. Paul. A state patrol helicopter followed overhead, guiding the chase. It spilled onto I-94 westbound, with the trooper deploying stop sticks and getting injured in the process. Officers rushed to apply a tourniquet. The pursuit ended near Cleveland Avenue, with the white SUV disabled by a pit maneuver. The driver was taken into custody. The injured trooper was treated at Regent's Hospital and released that night. But the story didn't start here. It started in the streets of St. Paul.
4339. Oh, I was just trying to stop Henry Charles at number 642. It's taken off. Far right of 24. Northbound at 94.
Copy. I'm sorry, you said Main 94 or 694?
94. It's up to about top right now. I'm not pretty sure.
Copy that. No, Conway.
What's the description to us? 5180.
5180.
It was a whitish cream Suburban.
Our subject was last seen cell phone from 1201 Buckner, Cub Foods, ticketed by St. Paul Central West. Okay, that's, he's coming back to a white Chevy Suburban.
Copy that, will do. 4305.
I know what you were for. You can cancel that.
Copy that.
92 and a few on me from the Wells Fargo back westbound. Not pursuit, but they are going to go.
Copy, I'll advise St. Paul East.
Dispatch, could you give the plate again?
Henry Charles, Echo 642, coming back to a white Chevy Suburban.
92, we're normal speeds. I am not lighting fires or anything. We're northbound McKnight County. Got anybody in the area?
6 foot.
2161, checking your status.
They're going about 50 northbound at Stillwater. I'm going normal speeds, no lights, no sirens. And through Stillwater.
Copy, through Stillwater, still northbound.
9173.
9173.
Courtesy transport from Speedway on E to the original call location.
2161, check the status.
Copy.
First one, go for.
Go for 2306.
92, cars in the center lane. Outside of Maryland now, lost eyes still.
Comment around.
You can keep eyes on it at 36 and 35. I lost eyes. They likely turned off on Maryland. 4474 at Marketer and McKnight. I'll check for you.
4403.
4423.
Can I please get a for field at Wayfair and Road Delta?
4474. I have the Chevy Sims going westbound Marketer from McKnight.
Copy westbound Larkin McKnight. 9175, copy you're showing back in 442.
165, it's 740 to keep eyes on it. I'll be away there. He just made left, going southbound on roof. He just went eastbound on roof.
Copy eastbound roof, and three of you guys look at you and fall into the vehicle that took off from the squads. It's going to be a white Chevy Suburban License Hotel Charlie Echo 642.
Going south under Nashville now.
Copy southbound for us. Cross Street.
Iowa. It's going back northbound on roof towards Arthur. Now taking a west onto Arthur.
Copy westbound Larkin.
Gonna be on the parts to go. And that's a Arthur out.
Great, 3 minutes out.
150, what's this water for?
I'm County Western Central. 4425, checking your status.
Wanderer fleeing 4429. What was the original stop?
The felony warrant release violator with weapons and secondary assault.
He just crossed by there and looks like I found it.
6-5, I've got him westbound for Griffin.
Copy 2165, Summer.
Check on channel west and central for county 4425. Checking your status.
Speeds are about 60.
Copy, speed 60. Trooper 8 is 3 men out, Summer. Keep eyes on.
I'll ask again if I have permission to pit if I can.
2160, copy.
Affirm. Preferable to do it in a march squad.
2365, come out water from the shore. Unpassing chamber. Speed's still 50 bucks.
Copy.
Just try to get sticks on it too.
From the east shore, we're going north shore. 6-5, doing 60 shore.
6-3 Tango, we'll get sticks at Frost. Copy, sticks at Frost.
Copy, we're still northeast shore, speed's 50.
Copy.
East Ripley, squad up ahead.
Copy that through Ripley.
Martin, through Phelan, still eastbound.
We can do English and Frost up to 6.
English and Frost at 6.
Still eastbound to English.
Copy, still eastbound through English.
Through.
Copy through Clarence.
State 25. What do you guys want to 6? I'm right, English.
Coming up to, we're going to have to make a left and head north to Frost. Ripley and Frost.
Copy. Trooper 8 is over. We have your vehicle. We can call it.
Copy.
Alright, suspect vehicle, northbound Hazelwood, approaching Frost. Trooper 8 got it. Eastbound Frost from Hazelwood. Eastbound Frost from Prosperity. Passing the wrong way. Eastbound from Ketter.
5180.
Through Philandro, eastbound Frost.
5180.
Approaching White Bear from Frost.
Just updating that on King. We've got within 1,508 meters of 1763 Hamlin.
Turning southbound White Bear from Frost.
Copy, thanks.
You're welcome. 2314.
Southbound White Bear from Ripley.
Somebody can maybe get sticks at Larpenter.
Approaching Larpenter now.
2163, sticks at Maryland and White Bear. Let me know.
Stopped at White Bear and Larpenter. Now through the red light. Larpenter southbound White Bear from Larpenter.
Heavy still southbound White Bear from Larp.
Approaching Iowa. Through Holt, southbound White Bear. Southbound White Bear from Nevada.
Copy. 2215.
Through Cottage, southbound White Bear. Here's the normal speeds now. Southbound White Bear through Orange.
360, you got a lot of squads in Maryland and White Bear.
Alright, just turned. Made a U-turn. It's now eastbound Orange from White Bear.
3915.
Heavy still Orange from White Bear.
Alright, now southbound Van Dyke from Orange.
Heavy southbound Van Dyke from Orange.
Copy.
C16.
Westbound Hawthorne from Van Dyke. Gonna be on White Bear again.
Heavy westbound Hawthorne from Van Dyke.
Be advised, sticks in middle lane to White Bear, Maryland still.
Copy, there's 6 at White Bear in Maryland.
Heavy from Hawthorne, southbound White Bear. Approaching now.
Heavy southbound White Bear.
2-3, I know I'm tapping you, heads up.
Southbound White Bear from Maryland.
Copy through Maryland.
To the railroad tracks now. Southbound White Bear from Ames.
Andy, what go to 6? Andy, what go to 6?
Southbound White Bear from Sims. Southbound White Bear from Ross. Approaching Minnehaha, southbound White Bear. Mid, southbound for Minnehaha. Southbound through Margaret. Approaching Fremont, southbound White Bear. Through 3rd, southbound. Through Conway. Through Wilson, southbound White Bear. Approaching Old Hudson Road. Westbound Old Hudson Road from White Bear. Pulling into the gas station, 1771 Old Hudson Road. Into the gas station.
Copy, pulling into the gas station, 1771 Old Hudson.
Make contact with the squad. We're northbound White Bear.
Copy, northbound for White Bear.
35. Was hit by that car at the speedway here off of White Bear.
Eastbound Wilson from Van Dyke.
Copy, so Wilson from Van Dyke.
Northbound Van Dyke from Wilson.
Copy, northbound Van Dyke.
Approaching 3rd. Northbound Van Dyke. Approaching 3rd. Or eastbound 3rd from Van Dyke.
Copy, eastbound 3rd from Van Dyke.
Gaining speed. Eastbound 3rd from Hazel.
Sheriff Scarlett, back off a little bit. Let the helicopter get him.
Eastbound 3rd at Howard. South McKnight T intersection. Southbound McKnight from 3rd.
Copy, southbound McKnight.
Approaching 94, southbound McKnight. Looks like we're going to admit to westbound 94 from McKnight.
Copy, now again, westbound 94.
Alright, we're picking up speed. Westbound 94, coming under Ruth.
Dispatch, can you let the central and west team know in case we make it there? However, they've been advised.
Westbound 94 under White Bear, left lane. Just a little over the speed of traffic. Westbound 94 under the walking bridge. Be approaching 61 area soon.
Sheriff Stratton, you can send a couple more county cars.
We're over the 61 interchange, westbound 94.
What kind of vehicle and what color is it?
White SUV Tahoe looking thing that's on road.
Here's a white Chevy Suburban, plate Hotel Charlie Echo 649, or 642, sorry.
Westbound 94 under Burrill. Left lane.
Probably left lane.
We're routine speeds now, still westbound 94. Still westbound 94, going under mounts. Normal speed, stuck behind a little R in the left lane.
Alright, I'm in the meeting at 7, gonna try for 6. Call out when it gets close.
Chevy Steve's got 6 of 7.
Behind us right now, still westbound, coming on the curve now. Looks like it's directly behind the semi. Passing the semi now, middle lane, westbound. Passing hallway, left lane now. Under 52, westbound, left lane. Coming up to under 7 right now, left lane, left lane.
Good 6 on the driver's side. Good 6 on the driver's side. Lane's clear. Left lane's clear.
And we're continuing westbound 94, left lane to the Commons. Under Jackson, under Minnesota, westbound 94. Committed to westbound 94 from the 35 east split. Alright, front tires are coming apart. Front tires are coming apart. Continuing westbound under John Ireland. Alright, he is losing his drum side tires big time. This won't last long. We're still westbound 94 under Marion. Left lane. Westbound 94 under Western. We slowed. We're at the speed of traffic. His front driver's side tire has come apart completely. Left lane. Approaching Dale in westbound 94.
F-150, are you with us?
Yep, 465.
Yeah, we got 4 of us now.
Westbound from Dale. Left lane.
6472, 94 Hamlin. 7691.
Left lane, just under Milwaukee Bridge, Anthony now.
See, where are the sectors?
Left lane for Victoria. Left lane.
Still westbound. Last D squad, where are your 6? What lane are they in?
2362.
They're not in the lane yet. He's in another lane, 12 to 45. You guys have any information to hit it?
2168, copy, headed, Mark Squad.
Westbound, under Lexington, still left lane.
44, Millingren Central. 4423, go ahead.
Milwaukee Bridge, still westbound.
Mark them, go forward, lane custody. Yeah, 2328.
Copy.
6 is left lane!
Still left lane. Under westbound 94.
22 for me, yeah, man. I just got these lumps on my finger.
6921.
There you go,
76.
Copy, you're in Hamlin 94.
Negative.
Sparked, copy.
Copy, what's the last?
Westbound 94 under Snelly.
Mr. said he was within 1,500 meters of 1763 Ham.
Alright, mark that. Copy. Mark it.
2329.
Those parts.
Slowing down.
Parts on the left front, right front flat too. Slowing down.
Everybody else hold traffic back to. Everybody else hold traffic back to.
One injury to a pleasure with injury to left hand. We're called for medics. Run the ramp from 94, west 94 before Hamlin.
5181.
Copy.
5181.
And he does have one safety in the squad, so he does have one safety in the squad. So,
Copy. Family contact with Karen Kirk. 5180, you copy?
Good, heavy, Cleveland, middle lane, blocked.
over.
And that
Hands up. You're still moving the hands up. Copy in here, 94 Cleveland.
Just west of Cleveland on 94. All traffic stopped.
St. Paul 119, we're gonna have a St. Paul squad transfer to the regions. You should advise them. Gonna be code 3.
Driver in custody.
Driver that driver in custody.
365, one in custody, code 4. 2-2, Tango, code 4, one in custody.
Copy, 1 in custody. 2331.
Copy, code for 1 in custody. You guys don't need the air in the hand.
6-5, firm.
Copy.
Your brakes clear and LTAC 1, good work.
Copy, trooper for the assist.
4442 and 4429.
5180.
5180.
Just to confirm, the family talked to the subject. He's in the park, but they do not have him, so all local squads are en route to the park.
5188, copy. 2333. 2362.
So,
Just information for you that the TC found of premise history. The subject is deaf, which is why I'm assuming he's probably not answering the door.
sorry.
2334. 10163, we are working on opening up the left number 1 lane to slowly start moving traffic through this to open it.
5387, I'll be out with our mail under the pavilion at McCarran's Lake.
Copy, out with the mail under the pavilion near the lake. 2335.
Yes, we're 4 with them.
Copy, for with mail. 2335.
4425.
4425.
Transporting one adult male to the LEC, starting mileage 30.
Copy that. 2335.
Hey, Paul, 121. We're out. Group repeat.
Copy that.
4339, you can show me how you stop. Creeping 94.
Copy that. 4431, same. Copy.
Sorry.
Last name, all squad. 128, go ahead. Negative response.
5180 will take the medics for a transfer hold to the park building. Code for it.
Copy, 30 medics. 2337. 51. Hamlin, Department number 229, disturbance for neighbors speaking loudly. Squad to back.
8-4, all guys.
5184, copy. 230. 2164, copy. You're now to 33 Centerville. And then on-board residential alarm covering alarm 1. And copy you'll advise. 2339.
8197 traffic.
8190, go ahead.
Eastbound 94, the W, the Hyundai Elantra, no leads.
8197, copy was 674 and will be intersection.
Eastbound 694, east of 35W.
Copy. Eastbound 694, 35W, 2340. 5183, copy. Route 1960, Twin Lane Parkway on the Assisted Center. Callers outside wanting to make courts saying that Walmart wouldn't take her money because they said it would take. 2340.
8197, did you add Sam Henry Paul 306?
Copy that. 2341.
5362.
2362.
It's going to be apartment 203.
Copy. Apartment 203.
And 2362, we made entry.
Copy. Made entry. 241.
Sir, county squad or Maple squad, they can advise that we still need you to LTAC.
4339 now. With all code 4, you can open it up. Thank you.
2362, code 4.
Copy that. And Ramsey County, we've got truck to the patch with. LTAC 1, thank you for all assisting agencies at 1143.
2362, copy. Go forward. 2343.
And the air is clear.
These are the final moments